Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our English class with me, Miss Mel. So today I already prepare one presentation for our material today. All right, here we go. Yeah, we are going to uh, talking about everyday life. What are the common things that you talk about your everyday life? Well, most of us, we talk about everyday life with daily activity. So here in our first slide, I already write some example here for the daily activity. So you can see I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I take shower and do my Fajr prayer. I have light breakfast and get ready to go to school. But you have to pay really good attention at the subject. Here you can see the subject is I. So subject, verb, an object, and also adverb of time. That is how you explain what you are doing every day. What do you do every day? So here is the verb. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So here in the sentence, you can use the basic form of the verb. So wake, take, have. So these are the verb one, and then it continued with shower, light breakfast as the object, and the adverb of time is every morning, um, every day. Usually, you can do that. All right, but um, we'll continue to, yeah, as I told you before, for the for the subjects that are I, you, they, we, you can simply use the form like subject, verb one, object, and adverb of time. Yeah. Like we can see the last slide that you can see I, you, they, we. You can just change it into the uh, to the subject. So here, I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. You can change it with the you wake up and or we wake up. So you do not need to change the verb over here. But if the subject is she, he, it, remember, if the subject is she, he, it, there is different pattern of it. As I mentioned, she, it doesn't always she, but you may find someone's name, Sheila, Dewi, Tina, or as the substitute of he, Tony, Dimas, Rian, or as the substitute of it, the cat, the dog, etc. You can use another form like this. So it should be subject and verb one, but pay attention on the form. You have to add s or es in the verb. For example, here, Rina wakes up at 5 a.m. every day. Or the other person, he has breakfast at 8 a.m. every morning. The cat eats fish in the afternoon. So as you can see, it's a slightly different form of the pattern of the verb. You can see this is no longer the basic form. You have to add s, and has here, the basic word of has here is actually have, but because this is how you mention your daily activity, you're talking about your daily activity, so it became has. All right. The cat eats. Again, you find another S here. Why? Because the subject is the cat. The cat equal with it. Okay? All right, let's continue. So really, you have to really pay attention on the subject. If it is ayu devi, so you see the verb is simply the basic form of the verb. But if it she he it, you have to put s after the first after the verb one. Okay. Well, what about the negative and interrogative sentence? For for I you Devi, you will need do. So this is the negative sentence. Yeah, this is the negative sentence. Okay, I don't. So don't here is actually stands for do not. So if you want to make as do not, that's also correct. But you can just simply write, I don't wake up early every day. Or for the interrogative session here, you can use do. Do you pray every day? So for Ayu Devi, you will need do to complete your negative and interrogative sentence. So if you change the subject into you, they, we, I, you will need do. So think about one sentence that you can do, that you can make to make interrogative and negative sentence. I give you 1 minute. Okay? All right. I will do that first. We do not go to the swimming pool every day. Do we go to the swimming pool every day? Okay. I hope that would be the good example for you. All right. So that is the negative and interrogative sentence for Ayudevi. So will it be different for she, he, it? Well, we'll see because for the positive sentence, you can see the different, right? Um, and for she, he, it in the negative and interrogative sentence, you also will find some differences. So I will use another annotation here. All right, so she, he, it. Here, you will need does. It's different. It is really, really different. So she, he, it. You will need does. For the negative sentence, she doesn't wake up early every day. She doesn't. It stands for does not. She doesn't wake up early every day. Do you know why I put wake, the verb, into red? Do you know? Yes, because when it is positive, it becomes wakes. And after you find, after you made it as a negative, you find you use does, and the verb will come back to the basic form. Another thing, does he have breakfast at 8 a.m.? So, well, in the positive form, we use has. But why do we need have here? Because you already have does. So does is actually the things that makes the verb became into the basic verb again after you use does. Okay? So I hope you understand about this because it will make a very big difference when you talk about that. So can you please try to make one sentence using does? Yeah, she doesn't take shower every day. Yes. Or does she take shower every day? Yes, that is the example. I hope that you can do. So what we are talking about here is actually a tense name, simple present tense. Simple present tense is very simple and it's talking about the present time. So you can see uh he eat. Does she doesn't. Does he have breakfast at 8 a.m.? It is actually the simple way to talk about the present time. Okay, so since we are talking about the daily activity, yeah, so I will send you to this thing. Daily activity during pandemic. Yeah, you can read this. Can you please read this? Uh, Follow after me, okay? Repeat after me, I meant. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and pray. My mother asks me to water the plants. My father and I do light exercise every morning. My mother prepares breakfast. My sister doesn't need to go to the office. I do my school online. I don't like study online, but I like staying at home. So here you can find another example of the difference of Ayudevi subject with she. So here, my mother asks me to water the plants. Why it's using S? Because the subject is my mother. My mother asks me to water the plant. Another thing, my sister doesn't need to go. My sister is equal with she. That is why you need does to make it a negative sentence. And the other things, my father and I equal with we, you use do. My father and I, the verb is in the passive form. Okay, I don't like study online, but I like staying at home. So that is called simple present tense. What else can you do with simple present tense? You can talk about yourself. These are the example. Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Kimberly. I live in Philadelphia. I speak two languages. I have a sister. It's actually sister, okay? I have a sister named Lucy. She lives in London. She studies at university. She likes to eat fish. We talk to each other every day using Zoom. So I hope that you notice some differences here. So when I use I as the subject, I do not need to change the verb. I also just use the verb one. But if I use she here, I use s at the verb. So this is the exercise. Make the negative and interrogative form of the sentence that I write in this um, in this slide. So I think that you need to screenshot this one and change it into negative and interrogative form. After that, please send it to my email before midnight. I read it before midnight. Okay? So thank you for today. I hope you enjoy the class. See you again at the next session. Bye bye.